Hello, hello, hello. Not that I have anything really to say, but I figured I'd show you the cool little critter who decided to come over here and sniff me out. He can see me now, by the way, because ants have limited vision, like I think it's 5 tiles, and he could probably hear that vehicle running. So after he finished murdering... No, no, I don't want to stop picking it up. After he finished murdering all those zombies, he came over here to the sound, and he heard all the good stuff. Now, I didn't make the ants hear. It wasn't something I did, something they did on their own in the core game. All I did was change how they hear and use it as a means of them detecting you, instead of, just them wandering around aimlessly and you murdering their friends 10 tiles away and them not doing anything about it because they can't hear. So giving the Shriekers something, giving them more poison, that's really what I did to them. It wasn't anything special. A lot of the stuff in the core game I do like, don't get me wrong, it's just I felt I could do it better, and I think so far I've done quite a bit that I would consider better. Can you stop, please? I'm not going to stop. I'm already not liking these acidic ants, not because of their being acidic, it's just... it seems kind of obnoxious that they're just so acidic and they're just there from day zero. I don't know, what do you want from me? Why are they there? I mean, I understand giant versions of critters, that's a fairly small jump in logic, at least scientific logic. Sci-fi logic. Kind of logic we all care about. But, why are they there? What caused giant ants to suddenly develop an acidic neurosis? I mean, even if you count stories about ants that can sting people, or critters, I mean, it just doesn't happen that way, does it? And hold it tight. You smell like one of them, I think. Neat. Guns and ammo, Glemopolitan. None of those things really suit my niche, so we're not going to take them. I'm not taking that either. No, I'm not stopping. Okay. I will mark that there is still a perfectly good electric vehicle. And it's an SUV, of all things. I mean, SUVs are a step up from the normal. Oh, you fucking put out my windshield. God damn it. Little miffed. Now I'm a little miffed. Little miffed that he put out my vehicle. Anyway, no reason to get mad. Pliers, that's what we really wanted. Everything else is nice, but cargo pants are nice too, but they're pretty messed up. Okay, well, I'd call this a success, even if nothing else happens as a result. The loss of hull integrity, a bit of a problem for me, but what are we doing? The car battery's junk anyway there, so I don't need that. Because we cannot repair batteries any longer, I've been much more careful to actually steal working batteries. If I had the skill, I'd probably try to take out this battery for this electric vehicle and just take the storage battery with me. Without a doubt, storage batteries are better in most cases. The only time they're not, I don't think they work with alternators. So, I mean, you gotta find some other means to charge them, but yeah, really, there's no reason not to. Okay, as I thought, we can just kind of dip around and come back down, and it'll be nice. I have a shotgun, which, by the way, my favorite weapon. It requires no skill. It's a great emergency weapon, and especially before they nerfed bayonets, it made a pretty decent spear. I mean, it's a spear that can shoot. It's an all-in-one weapon as far as I'm concerned. Especially early game when all you're fighting is regular zombies. Not too much to worry about there. These days, I really hesitate to use it for anything but like casual wilderness encounters. I wouldn't want to really go city raiding with one. Anything here that I want? Spring suit. Even though it's for women, I would consider wearing it in the apocalypse. You could probably get me to wear tights now in real life. I'm not particularly attached to the idea that I have to be super masculine about my dress, my style. I've actually been called coquettish. Very interesting turn of phrase. Um, to be fair, a lot of the great, like, seductors of history have been coquettish men. So, swimming trunks, no. I would want swimming gloves. That duster, I absolutely do want. And the spring suit's actually on the same tile. So, Migo, I'm sorry, bro. Eep. Where is it? Oh no. Oh no. You mean I have to put myself in the danger to find it? What? There it is. Yeah, it looks like I'll take some hits for this. So anyway, yeah, coquettish. My personality in general. Very flirty, I guess. Very hot and cold. Anyway. So, tactically, there's another city up here, is what I'm seeing. I do want to come down and hit this city, see what's happening here. You can convince me to want to visit the doctor's office. I don't know anything about small storage units. They look like a new building. As far as I know, they're just stowaway areas where you just rent out a room. Around here in Connecticut, at least, they actually do not let you live in them. And I'm sure they don't let you officially live in a storage unit anywhere, but I mean, I'm sure it happens. Certain people just don't mind. They want to get paid, and as long as you're not making a mess of the place, can they really prove you are living there? I gotta tell you, you can't visit your stuff at 3 o'clock in the morning. A gun store. With Zeds. It's Smooth Rock. It's one of my fortified ones. However, I mean, hacksaws really kind of reduce the point of fortifying these things. What am I looking at here? Something's digging around. I'm really sad because it's raining, I presume. Why else am I sad? Because of the filthy crap I'm wearing. I don't need the jacket or the rucksack. What else is happening? I'm running. Shocker zombie is happening. Okay, this is still tenable. This item conducts electricity. That's going to be shameful. But this is still gonna happen. Let's take the caffeine pill and run away from that. Oh shit, let's run away from that. Yeah, this is done now. Get the fuck off of me, please. Are you kidding me, right? This thing's still alive? Yeah, it's still alive. What the hell? Well, let's at least find out where it came from. I've nerfed them quite a bit. He might have been one of those random spawnees I was talking about. I wouldn't rule it out. Yep, and there goes my hopes and dreams. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Although I cry. Oh wow, I attracted quite the herd here. Okay. So, like I said, I have a vehicle. I have enough warmth. I lost a few things. I'm not sure what exactly. I have a rucksack. I have a gun. I'm doing pretty good right now with just stealing a vehicle. I'm not sure why this isn't a strategy more often. It does kind of eliminate a lot of the challenge, I guess. And I mean, to be fair, when you watch people like Let's Players, you don't really see the common man's experience, because they have agendas, and a lot of times they want people to watch their videos, which means that they can't just take the easy starts or the most sensible starts. That they're taking these crazy things. They're bragging about the craziness they do, and I'm going to consume the water that's here because I can. However, I'm not going to siphon. Yes. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Is there anything inside? No. And I don't have time to steal the mini fridge or do anything else. But, I mean, just taking the gas is a great start. SUV. How are you doing, SUV? I don't suppose you want to have stuff? No. It's also got leaky gas tanks, so I don't hold hope. We've got a smoker. And a crowd, and I'm going right into the smoke. How are we doing? Good, 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 good. Probably not the best idea. Cockroaches, of course, because why would I want my car to be healthy? Let's turn around, because this is rapidly becoming untenable. I don't really do this anymore. This isn't really something I would recommend doing if you could avoid it. But I figured, I mean, like I said, playthroughs, people do crazy things. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this if you want to actually live. This is fine for me, I guess, but could you imagine if my car blew up? I wouldn't have anything to do anymore. It'd just be end of the line. Okay, so we know there's a city to the northwest, and we know that there's a spider nest somewhere around here, I guess? Huh. I don't know. I presume there were 2 corpses and a third one that was in my face. But if you look, I mean, he hit me a bunch of times, but he didn't get poisoned. Part of the trapdoor spiders is, you know, the more crazy aggressive they are, the less venomous they seem to be. At least that's what a lot of my research has pointed to. And research, I mean, I have a fair fascination with spiders, sure, but I guess I wouldn't call it quite research, right? I looked into it. Crubbers. Yeah, so like things like wolf spiders are almost completely non-venomous, at least compared to other spiders of a more passive disposition. Okay, yeah, this is getting to be like crazy zombie central, and there's a school. Anybody know if schools are still cram-packed with 500 plus zombies? Oh, that's a SWAT vehicle. Oh, for the love of everything, I want that. Oh, SWAT vehicles are probably the mecca of early game gun loot. I see, I SWAT. Absolutely. While the idea that there's a SWAT truck at the school, a little disturbing. I mean, where else would I want to be right now than in that SWAT truck, picking up all the delicious loot. Speaking of loot, how am I doing here? I want my headlights. Do I have headlights? I do not. So that means if I find another working vehicle, it's almost hand down gonna be the one I take. You lack wheels, and your thing is junk. I do have a means of switching this over, and I might try. Let me just take a peek. See, scissor jack. Repair 1 hour. Mechanics 3. I don't even have a mechanics book. Okay, well, scratch that, I guess. It was worth a shot, though, I think. I do have the glow stick still. That'll last most of the night. Okay. I do have a welder, which means that I could use some scrap metal. Never mind. I'm not messing with that. Bees will spawn randomly in fields. When you start seeing large, like, you know, a lot of them, you know that there's a beehive nearby. And beehives are always useful. Just make sure you go in packed and loaded. What is here? What I was afraid was here is here. Luckily, it doesn't see me. I'll tell you what. I don't remember what I saw over there, but let's take a peek. Do I see anything worth going after? He's going after something over there. This might be drivable. This might be drivable. How's the engine doing? Oh, good. The question is, do I want this bad enough? It's a pretty good start, not a lot happening. Yeah, I'm going to show you how we do. Okay. I don't suppose I can make something like a smoke bomb, can I? No. Yeah, I have no skills. Okay. Close my eyes and pray. Pray to the Almighty. Okay, we want a lot of speed for this. It's not guaranteed to work, but I'm just crazy enough to try it. Okay, guys. Fuck you, yeah! Yes! Let's take a peek at this. Car came out pretty well, all things considered. That's something they could probably serve to fix. I just rammed a tank. By the way, it's not actually as large as like an Abrams tank or something. It's not actually that. What it is about the size of a, well, crap, I'm trying to think, like a small buggy, I think is the approximate size of it. It's certainly large enough to take up a lane in the road. But I mean, an SUV is larger than this thing. It's not actually huge. So, I mean, I wouldn't call what I just did impossible, but considering it's a composite armored tank with a fucking cannon and a machine gun and a flamethrower, lest anybody forget. Yes, it has a flamethrower. You don't get to see it very often because it's typically dead long before it gets to use it. But yes, it has a flamethrower, people. Oh boy, that was great. I was so afraid I was going to have to restart, and I was so prepared to restart. I was going to actually, you know, pick a custom profession and see if I couldn't just have fun. I do a lot of these starts right here, and they're fine. They're easy, what they are. And they don't make for great showcases of the mod or the playstyles, and part of what I've known for a while now, but what I'm really having to come to grips with, that my playstyle is really not representative of everyone else's playstyle. There are things that I do that people don't, and I have a lot of meta-knowledge that kind of makes it easier for me than other people. So, yeah, I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to check. I'm willing to see. Whew. Now I don't have to, because I just ran over a tank drone. Please, kids, don't try that at home. Let the game have its fun. You have so many advantages, and running off screen to shoot them like I did, shoot them to ram them like I did, it doesn't have to be one of them, does it? Don't follow my example. Listen to me, holier than thou, I swear. Okay, it looks like I don't have nails though, but luckily for me, I'm kind of at a checkpoint. So there are plenty of good things here. Let's drop the batteries. Jerry can bottle. Lump of clay is fine. We don't care about the wheel. Splintered wood can hang out there too, and I have a lighter on me. Okay, as far as all these delicious rags, yes, delicious rags. Right, it looks like I have a bit of work to do. I'm unhappy and in pain, and I don't know why I'm in pain exactly. I must have fought some? I don't know. Oh, right, I got slammed against the vehicle. Silly me. So I'm going to smash these barbed wires. And I'm going to spend the next period of time craftifying. So I'm going to collect the nails, go to bed if I can. If I can't, I'm going to read the transistor book and or craft nails. What I want to do is... they don't drop nails? Well, I don't need them for the barbed wire, that's for sure. Damn it. I don't have nails. You sure? Yeah, sure. We can delete this note. Well, I was going to tell you that I was going to take a break and go back to just doing my own thing, but who knows. So the general progression is to use nails to craft fishing hooks until you hit level 1 fab. Then you use 3 rags to craft shoulder straps until you hit level 2. Alternatively, you could use 2x4s to make washboards, but you pick berries off of bushes to get to survival 1. Then you have 2 fab, 1 survival. You can make a knife spear, and you're on your way. As far as sewing, sewing's very similar, except you're taking a lot of strings with you, and as many rags as you can get your little hands on. And you essentially make hand wraps from 0 to 1. Then you make arm warmers from 1 to 2. With survival 1, you can make the balaclava, the robber's mask, as it were. And that's 5 minutes and relatively few resources to make this. If you can't do that, you're stuck making boxer briefs. That's 30 minutes a pop for something that really doesn't... It's not worth your time. There's a reason I'm telling you to get the balaclava. And once you hit 3, you can start making backpacks. You can make all manner of good things. You start really opening up decent early game armor at level 3 tailoring with level 1 survival and level 2 fab. Those are the basic minimal starts that I would want. Definitely. What's all this stuff here? Are they dead bodies? Yes. Let's go check them out. I'm going to use my MRE very shortly. Combat boots are kind of going to be trash because of, you know, them being completely destroyed. If they were not completely destroyed, I'd consider it. Grenade, C4 explosive. You know what I can go get now. Everybody. What are you? Real quick. Wheel. Nobody gives a crap about the wheel. Oh, sorry, guys. Let's wear the knee pads. Let's... What are you? Rags. Whatever. As far as what I'm wearing here, some of this stuff is gonna have to come off, guys. Yeah, it's time that I fortified my position here. I got the spring suit, turtleneck, knapsack can honestly stay. It's not bothering anyone at the moment, I guess. I don't want my turtleneck to go because they're very rare to spawn, even though they're made out of fur fiber, for lack of a better item. I still don't want to lose them. So we've got a rider mask, turtleneck, spring suit, turtleneck, duster. I can always make another duster. I don't have a recipe made for crafting a turtleneck, and I don't plan to have one in. Sorry, guys. I hope that wasn't something you wanted for that item that you didn't know was in the game. Okay, let's drop our towels that have serviced us very well. Drop those. Let's not. And the rest of that is good. As far as C4 explosive, yeah, we definitely plan to use that. We're going to not carry the grenade on us either, simply because grenades not very useful, be completely honest. Okay, how much diesel? You have plenty of diesel, and you have a pretty good engine too, so I should not be afraid of turning you off, right? Oh yeah, you're good, you're good. I can control you, turn you off. Yeah, I'm very happy with my trade-off here. I need my MRE. Where's my MRE? Here we are. It's ravioli, which would probably be my favorite flavor anyway, because I'm me. Most of this stuff is actually useful. You can either burn it or save it for a rainy day, or pretend like me you're going to use that heat pack for something one day. What I think I want to do, and please remind me, because I'll forget, is actually use heat pack to relieve pain. Not a lot of pain, but, you know, just enough pain to make it worth carrying around and using. We don't need the candy, we don't need the powder, we don't need the lemon powder, protein powder. The rest of this stuff's gonna get eaten. I have water purification tablets. No water. We can eat the cheese spread. What do you know? We are a happy little guy. What are we at? Plus 19. That's not as high as I thought it'd be. I want to get rid of this katana now that it's been pretty damaged up. Truth be told, it's still a very useful weapon. Techniques and to-hit ratios do not get damaged like weapon output does, damage output, which is a real shame. I honestly think it should, but then I know a lot of people would really have an issue with it, because that's just the kind of community we have. You know, that's fair. I understand why. At what point does it become too realistic, too annoying? That dog, he's getting uppity. You getting froggy, dog? I wish he would, honest, because I could use the food. Survival. Am I up? I'm 1-8. That's good enough for me. Like I said, I just want the 1 survival. I can now make... What do I have? I do. Come here. Splintered wood. I have the dive knife, so why can't I make... a wooden needle? Oh, because I have 0 fab. Right. Not like I have any rocks to play with. Okay, everybody, I think I'm actually going to take a drive through town now. Exciting me. Oh, fungal survive zombie. Oh. He's not going to have what I want anyway, but nice to know he's there, I guess. I should have, had I thought of it, take the jerry can and fill it with gas. Even if I don't plan to do much with it, I heartily, very heartily recommend to all the boys and girls. Shit. How are we doing? No, we're good. Go. B. That B will help me if he doesn't start attacking me. I want the holster. B. Oh, he's fleeing. Okay. Well, as long as he's pissing off, then I can piss off as well. Good. The holster and the suppressor, not exactly what I wanted, but Who's complaining? Well, I am. Okay. Again, going through city like I was trying to do just there, not advisable, not a good idea. As you can see, I'm very quickly turning around. It's nice to see hundreds of zombies not pouring out of this. These gas tanks in here? Yeah, they're gas tanks. I care less about that. I might actually be able to loot you. That would definitely be worth my time. Oop. Let's go and run. I want the water. When something grabs you, and one thing I noticed about tile sets and a few of the Let's Players, is you can't really tell when you're grabbed. You have to read when you're grabbed, and that's not really going to work out very well for you. Certainly not if you're going to play a mod like mine, where things are grabbing you more often than normal. Okay. Rotting Zed over here. Rotting Zombie was actually, don't tell anyone, inspired off of a band. I was like, oh hey, you know, Rotting Zombie. There's a band I like, and they have rot in their name, so sure. So I've given them a bunch of very, very nasty things, like all manner of diseases. Yeah, you'll get all kinds of cooties from that guy. They're not going to make very long work of him. He's gonna die pretty quick, so let's do this quick. Oh, it looks like they've also nerfed all of that. Good. Dehydrated fruit, pear, peanut butter candies. What are they doing? They're still chasing after him. I do not care to stick around to see more. I have a toolbox. I have a welder's kit. I have a clean suit that needs to be cleaned. Funny story, haha. I have a military cargo truck, which is actually probably one of the least desirable diesel-powered vehicles in the game. Believe it or not, I'm not a fan of it. It's just overall a bad weapon, vehicle. It's very big, very bulky, very nice in that regard, but it is always going to have less capacity than something like a Humvee. How are you doing, speaking of? You have those. You have a controls. You do not have a charging station. Your engine is faulty. I don't know what that means, but I'm willing to find out. I guess I'm not going to find out because everyone around me, not worth me dying for. Okay. As far as everything over here, totems, a flare. I did like what I did with the flare, and I just think it's a shame that I play such aggressive characters. I don't really get to use the flare because I don't need it. What the flare does in the default game is you pull it, and it immediately sparks up, and everyone in the world knows that you're there, and it's completely useless for raiding and nighttime activities. One thing that the game does absolutely lack in, though, is Biooperator. Is items that can be used to produce light in an area that is not your face. Combat knife is completely worthless because the army helmet's useful. The jacket's useful. No. No, overall, I have equipment that is suitable for the task. I'm worried about finding like a Robocop or, heaven forbid, a chicken walker or tank drone or a Hillodrone or, you know, any number of baddies. I set them to have a very small population over a relatively wide area that they'll protect, quote-unquote, and I'm doing little quotation hands. What I've found is that they rarely pop up as a result of having such a low pop, but when they do, they absolutely do. I'm gonna watch out for the soldier. Soldiers are just, they don't start out necessarily aggressive, but they definitely become quickly aggressive if you're not careful. I'm going to light a precautionary fire. I see you being a bear. Don't think I don't. Shit, he fucked my shit up. First aid, let's fix the head. Asshole. Incendiary grenade. Oh boy, that I will keep on my personage. Yeah. Incendiary grenade, hands down, my preferred projectile weapon. I guess, for lack of a better term. Hands down, going to be my favorite projectile weapon. Let's put the toolbox down. Let's put down the cash card, the heat pack. I think I will. Just somebody remind me if I haven't that I want to end up making the heat pack useful for just relieving some aches and pains. Just a quick -10 pain or something that lasts for, I don't know, whatever. Okay, that was actually a great haul. I'm a huge fan of that, even though there was only one package. What I had in there was 2 grenades, and by the way, if I do use grenades in any serious combat, I'm going to actually use them together, 2 or 3 of them in a row. Same thing with nail bombs, even though I consider nail bombs superior in terms of resources used versus what you gain. Yeah. So I want to do this carefully, guys. Yeah, so if I use grenades, specifically grenades in this case, I'm going to end up throwing them 2 or 3 in a row to kill something fairly powerful that's not charging at my face. Okay, guys. Sorry, I'm starting to concentrate on the not dying that I'm going to have to do. The elderly, otherwise incapable, should, you know, pontificate towards the Emperor or whatever. He's in there somewhere. Oh shit, worm. Stupid fucking worm. Let's take the gummy vitamin. And I'm infected on my torso, but I have the first aid kit, so I'm not terribly concerned. I am terribly concerned about what I can find in here, though. So you'll forgive me if I'm incredibly cautious. It looks like I'm good so far, but this, you can actually see through that. So, fairly likely to find something I don't like in there. Okay, so far we're doing good. And the only reason I would recommend, or even try to do this, is because I do have a very good grasp of what actually spawns in here and what's capable of spawning and all of that. Do I have the spiritual trait? I do like taking spiritual, I honestly do. Oh boy. Yeah guys, I'm sorry, I'm kind of shitting myself a little here. Did I have my gallon jug on me? I should. Good. We're in a locker room. You know the locker room. Do I have water in these things? I don't. Oh, do I feel like a jackass for not? Oh well. You don't come in here for the water, really. Sorry. The door's open, and there's nothing in here. That's okay. What's this? Wall, brick wall. Whatever's in the evidence room, which is what that is blocking, is not that important to me. Honest engine, guys. Okay, how are we doing out here? Okay, nothing going to bother me. C4, set to 30. Drop. And let's get on out of here. I don't have to run, but I'm going to for effect. Fucking worm, dude! Yeah, he took my pants off. Great, worm. Thanks. Save America and all that. Give it a few seconds. Go away, worm. Nothing else is looking at me. And we got our armor. Yes, I want to get on the Rebel. Fucking worm, dude. Yeah, he did a number on my crap. Dude, it's a worm. it's literally got no claws, or well, it might have like hairs, I guess. You could say that mutated big old hairs that it can flail its body against you with and kind of bristle you to death. I don't know. I'm trying to justify it as a problem. Here's an interesting question. What stuff is actually going to go to another city and what's going to terminal off? I don't know is the proper answer, because unfortunately they've done some changes. I was fairly confident at one point in development cycle what would actually go off to a mansion and what would go to a FEMA camp and what would go to something worthless, FEMA camp, or what would actually go off to the next city, which was my eventual destination, because the city has all kinds of stuff it spawns next to. I mean, you want to loot the city more than anything else, whatever the case may be. What is this? Is this a bar or a vet clinic? The bar. Do I want the bar or the chance to loot? Yeah, I do. I want the chance to get to the gun store again. Okay, guys, so far we've had an incredibly successful run with this guy. He's just been able to pick off all of the choicest targets, not get himself murdered. I'm not sure how he got himself infected in 3 places. Did the worm do that? Doesn't sound like a thing he should be able to do. I'll have to take a peek. But I do have antibodies, I believe. I showed you that, didn't I? Or was that a different playthrough? It's not the first playthrough I've tried to do. I have been brutalized, unfortunately. What ended up happening for one video, I got incautious, and I ran against something I shouldn't. Should have run, but I thought, oh boy, I'll do something crazy like try to ram a tank drone, and I got myself murdered. Fortunately, it was too early for me to even post a single video about it, so I let it go. This looks like it might be their nest. Every single spider nest will have a... Yeah, this is it right here because of all the loot. AKM. Word? That's pretty rare, as far as I know. Huh. One of the most recognized assault rifles, AKM, renowned for its durability, and yeah, we can swing by and hit that up. Where is it? For the love of everything. Power storage CBM! Yes, 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 please. But where's the AKM? One west. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I'm inside an armored vehicle. I'm not terribly concerned about them. I'm not even really concerned about the headlights at this point. And I should have the power storage. Okay, I don't need the AKM for anything, but I definitely want it because it's super freaking rare. Okay, do I still have headlights to turn on? I do, so we're good. Oh, can you go away, please? I really don't want to have to smash through you. Thank you. I don't know if I call that skill or not, to be honest. So, do I want to go north or south? Truth be told, I don't particularly want to go north. Truth be told, I think I'm also coming up to 20 minutes, so I think I'm going to leave you here. It's going to be a somewhat shorter one. 30 minutes is about that peak time, for what I understand. And, truth be told, not a whole lot going to go on right now. I'm going to search out for probable locations, what I'm looking for as me, given this guy's circumstance. I want a better diesel engine. I want more diesel gas. I'm going to want a mechanic's book. I have a welder. I don't have the welder mask, but that's fairly simple to craft. It's a couple of sunglasses and some spray paint, which I should have picked up. I saw one on the ground at some point, and I just blanked on that idea. But yeah, it's about time where I can build myself a mega vehicle, if I'm good enough to go, and I want specials. I don't want cities. I don't want to raid cities. I don't particularly enjoy raiding cities. It's great for early game supplies. It's great for miscellaneous loot. But we're starting to look for things that are not miscellaneous. As far as weapons and armor, I'm going to have to do a bit of grinding. I typically end up wearing things like dusters, leather dusters, and greaves, and just some kind of weird mishmash leather cowboy. Yes, I typically end up being a kind of medium armored character, running around with some kind of heavy blunt weapon. It's just the kind of character I like to roll with, and they usually have some kind of rifle or shotgun. We're doing good on weapons. We need armor, we're gonna need storage, which means I need to grind up tailoring. I need nails, which means I need a bunch of stuff for that. But this character has a lot of potential, so I'm gonna leave you here and check back in with you guys if anything happens, but otherwise I'm gonna find a safe place, maybe do a loop around the city, and get some nails. I figure 30 to 40 of them should be all I'll need for the whole game. So, see you guys. Hello. Sorry for the interruption, and sorry for the disjointed video, but I found something worth murderizing. First of all, I've ran quite a bit. I ran up here and I found what's colloquially referred to as a one-stop sign city. It's a size 1 city with the bare essentials, and one of the houses was even overwritten by a road. Whoops. Too many zombies to go there. No reason to hang out. Anyway, I've taken a drive, and I've found this good fellow. We're going to see how much we can't do to him. 8 damage. It's going to be hard, but we're going to try. We're going to see. Oh, for the love of everything. He's going to fuck up my katana even more. Good. I need the pouches. Yes, we're going to take the fluid sacks. I have changed it so that 3 of these is 1 full water. Food, water, be twice. I have my mouth. Isn't that good enough? Food, water, 2. No. 4 into a container. Gallon jug. Let's pick up our gallon jug, and let's pick up one of the antibodies, and let's... What am I looking for? Water purification tablets. Okay. Use the water tabs on you. Drop you. Let's eat. Eat. Let's drop all of you. Okay, and let's recap about anything else that might have happened. I apparently left my torch on. Whoops. Not a huge deal, I guess. Still in just as bad of a way. I haven't really picked up any items, but yeah, we traveled all the way down here from up there, so figure I'm going to continue to go south, and we're gonna see if I can't meet up with anything interesting. I want map information desperately. A lab would be nice, hotels would be nice, survivor maps would be nice. I'm surprised there isn't a character who doesn't start with a map as one of their options. Would be nice. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave y'all alone, and yeah, survive.